Hi YouTubers, it's having an expectation video. It's going to be an important video right now, so this is a very important video. Today is tobacco related big ass cigar, and I already did a tobacco related video today on tobacco related studies. I want to do a second tobacco related video today because I have free time right now, so a little bit bored right now. I want to discuss my taste and smell after over 8 years of pipe and cigar smoking. So I have been smoking cigars and pipes over 8 years, actually over 8 years and a quarter, because July 3rd, 2017 would be 8 years and a quarter, and October 3rd, 2017 would be 8.5 years, sorry. So, and basically, has my taste or smell changed after that amount of time? Now, I discussed this before a couple of years ago, I think 2014, 2015, and basically I discussed my sense of taste and smell had changed at all, and the answer is still no. Even after over 8 years and a quarter of pipe and cigar smoking, there's been no detectable difference to my sense of taste or sense of smell. If it is, it's a very mild change, or very minor change, because I can still taste and smell the same way I did over 8 years ago. Now, a lot of cigarette smokers, particularly in dippers and chewers, say that the sensation, or not the sensation, the act of smoking a cigarette, big ass cigarette for life. Big cigar for life. The act of smoking a cigarette or putting a dip in your mouth or a wad of chewing tobacco in your cheek changes your sense of taste and smell. In other words, it damages your taste buds. So when you smoke a cigarette and the smoke is on your tongue, it is affecting your taste buds and actually damaging your taste buds, and over time it will actually kill taste buds. So, I mean, obviously, to a certain degree, you're always going to be able to taste as long as you're alive. Whether you are a 1-pack-a-day smoker, whether you're a 5-pack-a-day smoker, whether you smoke 1 cigar a day or you smoke 10 big-ass cigars a day, big-ass cigar for life, it's like you're always going to be able to taste some degree, but a lot of people notice, especially when they quit smoking, especially cigarettes, they go back to eating very nice food like chicken or pork or steak or chocolate or whatever, milk, you get the point. They notice that the food tastes a lot better because they're not having the bombardment on their taste buds every single day with the smoke. So especially, and it's also going to be applied to people who are also drinkers, who are drinking alcohol and smoking a lot. So, and that's your typical mouth cancer patient, unfortunately. So that's kind of scary. But what I was going to say is you will always be able to taste to some degree, but a lot of people notice, especially when they quit smoking after a few months. That's why people gain weight. Actually, that is actually the reason why people gain weight when they quit smoking, is because their taste buds come alive. You know, they really can taste things, and not to say they couldn't taste things before, but they can really taste things now, and they're like, and they eat, a lot of food, and that's why people tend to gain, say, like 5, 10, 15, 20 pounds after they quit smoking for the first few months when they are a non-smoker and they're trying to become a former smoker, or ex-smoker. And for me personally, I smoke cigars and pipes on a daily basis. I've been smoking them on a daily basis for the last over 8 years, and really, I can't detect a difference. I mean, I have no interest in quitting whatsoever. In the end, if it came down to it, like I said before, my channel, as scary as it sounds, I would rather see myself develop something and then get it treated, as opposed to stop smoking and, lose the interest in the hobby. So, the hobby, that is. So, as scary as that sounds, I would never want to quit smoking if it came down to it. I would rather see myself develop like a mouth cancer and get treated. So, but enough of that. That's just scary to think about. So, what I was going to say was, I have never quit smoking. I mean, I have stopped smoking for a few days. I mean, over the last, over 8 years, I have probably, the longest I stopped smoking is probably for a week, and that was back in 2013 when I had my colostomy surgery at the hospital, and I had to quit smoking because there was no smoking allowed in the hospital, so you couldn't use any kind of tobacco products on the campus. And I quit smoking for about a week with no nicotine patch, no nicotine gum, and I was fine. I mean, I didn't notice a huge difference. I mean, I did notice when I watched like a movie that had smoking in it. They say your brain, when you watch somebody smoke, or you watch somebody use drugs, or you watch somebody drink alcohol, if you're trying to quit the substance, it makes your brain crave the substance. So that's been proven with people who use cocaine. Not saying that nicotine isn't even close to cocaine, but you get the point. So, and that's the longest I quit smoking, back in 2013. And since then, I don't think I had to quit smoking any amount. I think maybe for like 12 or 24 hours, but I've not had to quit smoking for a couple of days because I've had no more medical surgeries. I've had no more medical procedures. I mean, the only thing that could potentially come up in the near future, and I really hope it doesn't, is a surgery to remove my rectum, which is due to the fact that I'm now having a decline because I have the colostomy bag. They left my ass or my rectum in, big ass cigar for life, and now it produces mucus. So because it didn't sew up my beep, you get the point. I'm having mucus now on a daily basis. Obviously, this is gross, but this is medical facts. Medical facts like a big ass cigar, and basically, because I'm having mucus, it's very annoying. I'm having, unfortunately, accidents, that kind of stuff, which is really debilitating. So. In the future, I may have to invest in, or not invest in, but actually look into the surgery, which is called abdominal periresection, or APR, which is removing the entire rectum and sewing up the asshole. Big ass cigar for life. And that's basically, if I did have to have that surgery done at a hospital here in Massachusetts, I would have to quit smoking for probably about a part of a week, if not 2 weeks. So I really hope I don't have to do that, because I'll tell you right now, I'm much more addicted to smoking nowadays as opposed to, 4 years ago when I had the surgery for the initial colostomy bag. And it would be really hard for me to quit smoking without a patch. I don't think I would use a patch. I would just go cold turkey probably, because I probably wouldn't even be in the mood for a buzz. But I'll tell you this, if I have to quit smoking for a week or two for the surgery to remove the ass, like the big ass cigar, but in all seriousness, I think it would be really hard. But the point I make is, after rambling on for a long time, is I have not had to quit smoking for a while, so I think my sense of taste and smell, thankfully, so far, has not diminished or changed. I mean, give me your thoughts. I mean, do you think your sense of taste or smell as a pipe and cigar smoker has changed at all? I mean, it really depends, I think, how much you smoke. I know I got a little bit off topic there, so I apologize for getting a little bit off topic. But what I wanted to say is, I mean, depending how much you smoke, I really think it depends. Obviously, people are going to give you the propaganda. People are going to give you the nonsense, the BS, the bullshit when it comes to things like smoking. Like, oh, one pipe, a month is going to affect your taste and smell, which is complete BS, complete bull beep. So it's like, obviously that little amount of smoking is probably not going to affect your taste and smell, but if you've been smoking for a decent amount of time every single day, which they call a current everyday smoker, pipes and cigars, no cigarettes included. So for people out there who are pure pipe and cigar smokers, absolutely no cigarettes, absolutely no history of chewing tobacco or dipping tobacco or snus or snuff, moist or wet. So because I know a lot of people also who dip and chew, people who are in the chewing tobacco community definitely notice a significant change to their sense of taste. And I've known people, or not known people, I've heard of people who have noticed a significant change to their taste buds because they're chewing. And that does make sense, because the chewing tobacco is much more concentrated in your mouth and your lip and your gum and your cheek, and you're definitely sucking on it a lot more, because that's what chewing tobacco really is. It's not chewing tobacco, it's really sucking tobacco, because you're really sucking on it like a lollipop or a piece of gum or a piece of mint, as opposed to chewing it, because you don't chew tobacco really, you really just suck on it and leave it in your mouth. And that's the point I'm trying to make, is give me your thoughts for people who are pure tobacco and pipe and cigar smokers. Do you think your sense of taste or smell has been altered at all? I think it really does depend on how much you smoke. I mean, if I was smoking, 10 pipes a day, nice big ass pipes for life, every single day, and the only time I had to quit was when I had to go in the hospital or something, I think it would affect my sense of taste. I think if I was smoking 5 to 10 times a day, I think I would notice a significant change. But on the other hand, like right now, I'm smoking typically 2 to 3 times a day, typically 2 pipes and 1 cigar, or 1 pipe, 1 cigar. I think it definitely depends, because over the years, I think there probably has been some damage done to my taste buds, I would imagine. There is tar in the smoke. I've never chewed tobacco in my life and never will, because I think it's absolutely freaking disgusting, the idea of going. People can lecture me, can critique me, can bitch at me, can whine at me and say, well, do you realize you're burning over 4,000 chemicals? Do you realize there's arsenic? Do you realize there's rat poison in the smoke? And due to a certain point, my choice. I'm over 18, over 21. I can make the choice to smoke nice big ass cigars, big ass pipes. But in all seriousness, I'm just curious. For people who are pure pipe and cigar smokers, no chewing tobacco, no dip, no cigarettes, no weed, obviously, just pure tobacco, pipe, and cigar smokers, people like myself, people like Pipe Friend, CHS, has your sense of taste or smell been altered? Because, in my opinion, it has not. I mean, a lot of people say it's one of the big benefits of quitting smoking is your sense of taste and smell goes back. My sense of taste, no difference. After over 8 years of pipe and cigar smoking, no difference. My sense of smell, no difference. I do notice. And I will say one thing. The one thing I will say to kind of close off this video, because this video is over 10 minutes long now, is because in the last probably 3 years, I do retrohale a lot more than I used to. Retrohaling is when you bring the smoke into the back of your throat, the back of your tongue, your oral pharynx, and then you exhale through your nose without inhaling. So it's kind of hard to explain. And there's videos you can see of people on Cigar Gang, or not Cigar Gang, but Cigar Obsession, Brian Glenn doing it. But kind of hard to explain to do. But basically, you exhale through your nose, and I definitely have been doing that a lot more in the last 3 to 4 years, is exhaling through my nose. And I definitely notice, since I've been doing that in the last 3 years or so, I do get a little bit more of a tickle in my throat. I do believe that retrohaling is a little bit more unhealthy. I mean, no smoking is healthy. There's no such thing as safe tobacco use, or safe smoking, sorry, I'm just sick right now. There's no such thing as safe tobacco use or safe smoking. But I definitely noticed in the last, I'd say 2.5 to 3 years since I started retrohaling on a regular basis, I definitely noticed a little bit more of a tickle in my throat, a little bit more of a cough. So probably because when you do retrohale, you are getting more of the smoke into your back of your throat, and also into your voice box, and also into your lungs. So give me your thoughts. I do really enjoy retrohaling, so it's something I really enjoy. I really enjoy getting a throat hit off a pipe or cigar, and some people, in their opinion, just not worth it, so it's just not worth it to get a throat hit, but I really do enjoy it. So, point I'm trying to make is, in my opinion, my taste and smell has not changed at all after over 8 years of pipe and cigar smoking, and part of that also could be the fact that I'm very young. So I'm only 26 years old, and generally that stuff happens to people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, but that's just my thought. Bye. Big ass cigar for life.